Welcome back to another Real Talk Business video, and today I wanted to talk to you about a new app called Stake. Just a quick reminder, everything that you're about to hear is not financial advice and just purely for educational purposes and me sharing some of the things that I like to use and hoping you like them too. So as you may have seen, and if you haven't, please check out some of my previous videos on this type of investment. So I am a big fan of the partial investment or the crowdfunding investments that we're seeing in the market today. I previously did a video on the Convi app, which you'd be able to see in the link here. And if this is the type of thing you generally enjoy and would like to learn about, consider dropping me a subscribe. It's free. So Stake describe themselves as a modern way for everyone to be able to invest in real estate, but what does that mean in reality? Well, to put it simply, right now I own 0.03% in a 3-bedroom property in Dubai. That's right, I have purchased for the princely sum of 250 euros, I think it was, a stake, hence the name, of a 3-bedroomed apartment in Dubai. Now, this is what they offer. The ability to invest in property, a tangible asset that not only generates you a monthly income back, but also potential growth in the value of the property over the time span that you keep your investment active. Now, the principle works very much in a similar sort of way to the Convi app. They have a number of different properties available within their application or on their website, and you can choose how much you would like to invest within that. It gives you a full breakdown on what the monthly returns will be and what the returns will be over the full period that you wish to invest with them. So again, it's very clear what you get back and what you can put in. And again, you can invest from as little as, I think it's about £100, 120 euros, or 500 AED if you're using that currency. Now, I've been interested in Stake for a while, and I've just recently got hold of their app that they've only just released. And so I'm going to run through some of the things with the app right now so you can get an understanding of how it works and a bit more about Stake themselves. So let me bring that one up. Once you've created your account and logged in, you'll be greeted with the properties page on the app. You can see the apartments that are available as investment opportunities. And if we go into the top one right here, you can see that this is a 1-bedroom apartment in Bonington Tower. And again, we scroll down, it gives you a bit of a breakdown about what it is. Right at the top, you can see how much is already sold. Right up at the top, you can even have a virtual tour. So you click on virtual tour, you can get a tour around the actual apartment itself. Underneath that, you can see the investment size, so how much the property is, and then the expected return as well. So this gives you an understanding of what your projection will be for your total return as well as your gross yield per year. It gives you a bit of a breakdown underneath that about the property itself again, and then underneath you can have the financial plan of how it's broken down. You can even see the 1.5% stake fee, so they're very transparent about what their fee they're taking as well, which I really like. If you scroll down even further, you can calculate your return, so making sure that you can see, depending on how much you put in, right, you could put in, say, for example, the 5,000 AED, and it will tell you over 21 months, I will get a projected return of etc, etc. So I can see that over that time, I should get 2,633 AED back. You can change the currency in the app, so you can make it so that it is in USD if that's something that's easier for you to work out. If we come out of that, we can then go into the portfolio. We can see which things we have in there. You can see which active stakes you've got, your portfolio breakdown, everything like that. Then we can move over to our wallet, and that gives us the ability to add funds, withdraw, etc, etc. And again, in our profile, we can see exactly, if I go to my settings, I can change the setting here to USD, which will make things a bit easier for me to understand. But the app is really simple. You can see every available property that you have within the site that Stake has to offer. I really like the 1-bed in Burj Views, so I can click on that and say, okay, well, actually I want to invest in that. How much do I want to invest? Well, I'm going to put in $250 US. I'll add that one to my cart, and then it tells me exactly how much I can see. My investment will be X amount. This is my total. Perfect. It's that easy to be able to invest. This is why I really like Stake. It gives you the ability to have a tangible stake within a property, within a physical thing. I know there are other apps out there that do this sort of thing as well, Diversify, I think. In fact, I don't think they have an app, and this is what I really like about what Stake have done. They've created something that, again, is super easy to use, super easy to sign up, and I think that's one of the biggest things and the biggest sells for me personally. All of these partial investment funds and everything like that, a lot of them do not make things massively easy, and I think the accessibility is one of the key selling points. This is why I really like the Convi app. Again, it's super easy to be able to invest in things that I really enjoy. I wish that things like Masterworks and Diversifund, which do art and other properties within the US, they had apps to, again, make it easier for me to track and be able to do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. So those are some of the things that I wish that these other companies would do, because I really do want to invest in art, but at the same time, I really like the fact that this has an app and allows me to do things very, very easily. Usability for me is a massive sell. And this is where I think the Stake have really nailed it when it comes to that usability point, the same way that I believe Convi did as well. The returns might not be as great or as large as some of the things you'll see on, say, Convi for a 20% projected per annum, but it's solid, it's an asset, it's a real property where you'll be getting dividends or your rent back every month. These are rented properties, so what happens is they not only buy the property, they then rent it out, and all of that income is then brought back to you. So you're not just buying a stake in a property, you're buying a stake in a property that then is rented out and you're getting that return too. So they're trying to double the amount of return you get back, which I think is really clever. Again, I really love this concept. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that this is managed. There's a lot of backing to this company as well. So it's not someone that's just started up with nothing. There's a lot of backing. It's been well thought out and really well executed. So for me, big points for Stake. If you haven't checked out Stake yet, go to getstake.com, check out my link in the description. You can sign up through that. And yeah, get investing in some property. The fact that I can now say that I own 0.03% of an apartment in Dubai, I think is quite cool. I wish it was more than 0.03, but this is where I'm going to buy more. So as I invest over time, I can invest in other properties and my portfolio can grow, and maybe the amount that I invest will grow every time. But for me, it's another interesting asset for me to be able to invest in. It spreads my portfolio, spreads risk out in my portfolio as well. And this is one of the big things that I'm actually trying to do more of at the moment, is spread risk out within my portfolio. The stock market's kind of crazy at the moment. Tech is not doing as well as it was at the end of last year. Well, the end of last year, that's another story. But being able to diversify my assets, diversify my investments across different streams, I think is very important. So again, if you haven't checked out Stake, go to getstake.com, use my link in the description and sign up, and you can own part of a property in Dubai and see those returns come into you every month. Thanks for watching. Again, if you like this video, if you like this sort of video and you want to learn about new things that are coming up, I do try and keep on top of all of these different new apps and different offerings that are coming out, and try and research and explore them the best I can to be able to then share those sorts of things with you guys. And if you like that sort of thing, drop me a like, drop me a comment of other things that you've seen in this area. I'm really interested in learning about more things so I can research them as well. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.